Carter defends Christians against corrupt Ethiopian government in new resolution. Representative Earl L. Buddy Carter, Republican, Georgia, today introduced a resolution condemning the Ethiopian government for its many human rights violations, including the persecution of Christians, and urging the Secretary of State to use all available diplomatic tools to protect innocent civilians against their abusive, corrupt government. The resolution condemns Ethiopia for actions that threaten regional stability, violate fundamental human rights, and undermine the strategic interests of the United States in the Horn of Africa, citing acts of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide, and the targeting by violence, intimidation, and persecution of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and other religious institutions. Practicing a Christian faith is not a crime. Terrorists are running Ethiopia into the ground, and with it the lives of countless innocent people, particularly religious minorities. From intimidation to famine and genocide, the Ethiopian government has given the United States no option but to limit their power by using every tool available to hold them accountable for these and many other abuses, said Representative Carter. The resolution has support from the Amhara Association in Georgia and the American Ethiopian Public Affairs Committee. For the past 5 years, as documented by human rights organizations, the Ethiopian Human Rights Council, multiple international media outlets, the United Nations, and the U.S. Department of State's 2025 Human Rights Reports, countless innocent civilians, women, children, and the elderly among them, have endured brutal acts of violence, including rape used as a weapon of war, arbitrary detention, torture, and mass displacement. Churches have been burned, religious leaders assassinated, and entire villages destroyed when the community rejected its ethnically driven ideology, said the Amhara Association in Georgia. Representative Carter's resolution to invoke all appropriate internationally available tools, including the Global Magnitsky Act, is both timely and essential. Holding perpetrators accountable through targeted sanctions, such as travel bans, asset freezes, and diplomatic isolation, will send a powerful message that the United States will not tolerate crimes against humanity, sexual violence, or religious persecution committed with impunity. The American Ethiopian Public Affairs Committee, EPAC, strongly supports Congressman Earl L. Buddy Carter's resolution calling for targeted sanctions against Ethiopian officials responsible for widespread atrocities, sexual violence, and religious persecution. The measure, anchored in the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, responds to mounting evidence, including recent BBC and U.S. State Department findings documenting mass rapes, extrajudicial killings, and attacks on places of worship across Ethiopia's Amhara region. EPAC commends Congressman Carter's moral clarity and leadership in standing with the Ethiopian people and urges swift bipartisan action to ensure that perpetrators of these crimes face justice and that the United States continues to champion human rights, religious freedom, and accountability in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa, said the American Ethiopian Public Affairs Committee.